we're asked to write each of the following expressions using a single base. Do not simplify further. To simplify each expression, we will be using the power rule of exponents, which is x raised to the power of a raised to the power of b equals x raised to the power of a times b. This is telling us when we have an exponential term raised to a power, we multiply the exponents, or we often say when we have powers raised to powers, we multiply the exponents. We will see why this rule makes sense after we take a look at number 1. For number 1, we have x to the third squared, or x to the third raised to the second power. Because we have powers raised to powers, we multiply the exponents. X to the third squared, or x to the third raised to the second power, is equal to x raised to the power of 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. This simplifies to x to the sixth. Let's take a look at why this makes sense. Beginning with the original expression, x to the third squared, or x to the third raised to the second power, we know the exponent of 2 indicates we have 2 factors of the base, which means we have 2 factors of x to the third, and therefore this is equal to x to the third times x to the third. In this form, we can apply the product rule of exponents, which tells us when multiplying and the bases are the same, we add the exponents, and therefore x to the third times x to the third is equal to x raised to the power of 3 plus 3, which does equal x to the sixth. However, another way to verify this simplifies to x to the sixth is to go back and expand x to the third. We know x to the third means we have 3 factors of the base, or 3 factors of x. So x to the third is equal to x times x times x. And then we have times x to the third, which is another 3 factors of x. And now in this form, we can count the number of factors of x we have. We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factors of x, which does give us x to the sixth. But of course, the easiest way to simplify these expressions is to recognize that when we have powers raised to powers, we multiply the exponents. For number 2, notice how we have the base of 2y raised to the fourth raised to the third power. So because we have powers raised to powers, we multiply the exponents. So this is equal to the base of 2y raised to the power of 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is equal to 12. This simplifies to the base of 2y raised to the 12th power. And now we are going to leave the expression in this form because the directions do say, write each expression using a single base, do not simplify further. So we do have a single base of 2y and an exponent of 12. For number 3, we have the base of negative 3 raised to the fourth power raised to the sixth power. Because we have powers raised to powers, we multiply the exponents. This is equal to the base of negative 3 raised to the power of 4 times 6. 4 times 6 equals 24. This simplifies to the base of negative 3 raised to the 24th power. And again, we will not multiply this out because we're told to leave the expression written using a single base and to not simplify further. I hope you found this helpful.